Hi everybody, Rashida Teddy here from the Life Foundation, and I am really quickly dropping in because I was sitting at my desk, minding my business, sipping my water, literally, and I kept hearing this voice tell me to record this message. So I am sharing a brief part of my testimony in hopes that someone else is inspired by it or receives whatever you need to receive from this message. So for those of you that have been following the wellness series, you know that in February of this year, I resigned from my job. Well, what you don't know is that when I went into my position, I had a 5-year plan and I accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish in those 5 years. However, I became very comfortable with the job. Like I was working from home unless I was traveling on site to provide support. My time was flexible. I was racking up crazy frequent flyer miles and points for hotels and free car rentals that I was then able to use for personal travel. I mean, it was just great. And so I became comfortable and I did not leave at the end of those 5 years. And then as the next 5 years progressed, things at the job got progressively harder. There was a lot of shifting that took place within the organization. And then COVID hit, and we know what kind of challenges that brought on for educators. And so, again, you know, I still stayed in there, even though I kept saying that I was gonna, you know, be leaving, that my time there had come to an end, my assignment was over. But I stayed, and I stayed too long. And I stayed to the point to where I became physically ill because of the stresses related to the job. And it wasn't only that though. That door needed to be shut for me. Like I was not leaving on my own accord. God gave me a chance to leave and follow, you know, the plan like he gave it to me, and I didn't. And so he had to get me out of that position. I mean, that's just the bottom line, because had nothing changed, I would still be in that position and not walking in my purpose. So in February, once I resigned from my job, I began working on the Life Foundation. And thankfully, we were able to launch by May, because prior to that, I had been going through a institute to help you found a nonprofit organization. So it's not like I ended in February, did all this research, learned all this stuff, and then launched in May. No, I had been putting the pieces in place because this has been in my spirit for so many years, you know, that I've been preparing for it. I just, you know, had not had the courage up until that point to actually step out on faith. And so, yeah, in May we launched the Life Foundation, and on Monday I started my first partnership with the school, and it was also the first day of school. And for the first time, probably since I left the classroom, I felt pure joy, relaxation, peace going into the start of a school year. I did not enter, you know, the year just tensed up on high alert, expecting or waiting for something to happen, or dealing with the stressors of being an administrator, running a school, or overseeing schools at the start of the school year. I was able to just walk in and focus solely on the children and the adults in the building. And it was absolutely amazing. I mean, I can't describe how much peace I've been experiencing these last few days, and how much peace I've been experiencing just in my life once I started to walk in my purpose. Now, I'm not saying that it's been easy. It's a lot of work, you know, but it's so worth it. It is so worth it, especially when I know that I am doing the Lord's work and also building a legacy and setting an example for my son to follow. Because I preach to him all the time, do not be the employee, you're the employer. Do not work for other people. And so I needed to walk that walk for him so he sees what that looks like, you know, in real life. It's easy for me to tell him, but it would be better. It was better that I am in a position to show him. And so, and I've actually hired him to work with one of the LLC that I have, because again, I want him to learn the business, learn how to operate, and he's hired on as a consultant. So he's still not the employee. So, you know, I'm just trying to prevent him from falling into the trap that I fell into. With feeling like I needed to work for somebody else so that I can have that consistent paycheck. The money will come, the clients will come. When it is ordained by God, it's going to work out. And so in closing, because again, I didn't plan on being here that long, I want to speak to that person or those people who have a purpose and calling on them, and it's been nagging you and you have yet to take the leap. Now is the time, because there are organizations, there are communities, there are families, there are children, there are adults, there are people that are waiting on your services. And the sooner that you take that leap, the sooner you can have peace in knowing that you're walking in your purpose, and the sooner you can begin to help others in the way that you've been called to do. Now, again, it hasn't been easy, but for me, the Lord has been making a way. So for every step forward that I take, He's moved me 10 more steps ahead, just through divine connections, being in the right places at the right time, asking the right questions to the right person at the right time. I've gained so much knowledge in a short amount of time, and so many connections. And I haven't even had to step outside of my true comfort zone yet, because I'm an introvert by nature, so networking has never been ideal for me. Social media definitely has never been ideal for me. And if I had not launched the Life Foundation, I am sure I would not be on social media recording videos. But I have been able to make these connections within my current village. And so, and it's been amazing. And so I'm just waiting now for when I do step out and I start doing conferences. Is coming up really soon, how many more connections He has in store. And so again, don't be like me. Don't hold off. Don't feel like you need someone else to come along with you, because again, I had to learn also too that my vision is my vision, and I can't make other people buy into a vision that they weren't given. So I had delays that way, because I kept feeling like I couldn't do this on my own. No, you can do it on your own, but you're not on your own. God's got you. He's giving you everything that you need to fulfill your purpose. He crafted you, so He knows He knew what it is that you were going to need when you got to this point, and you already have it. So just trust Him, trust the process, and trust the gifts and talents that He's giving you to carry out this purpose in your life. And go ahead and make the move. Don't wait any longer, because in the end, His will is going to be done. So you either go ahead and do it now, and avoid having challenges like I ran into, or you wait and you have challenges, and at the end you still have to take the leap, because His will is going to be done. So in closing, again, I pray that this message finds the person or people who are supposed to hear it, and I look forward to seeing you all in the comment section and on our other social media pages. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.